What's your name now, Gavin? This is Gavin Ramirez, by the way.
So I go by the name of TronEST99,
Uh huh.
like the strongest of the strong. I'm the Tronest of the Trons.
The TronEST of the
And that's kind
Trons.
of the whole story there. And 99 comes from two things, inspired from my birth year of 99, which is obvious, but
Hmm.
99, not 99, because 9 is the highest whole number on a keyboard from 0 to 9.
Yeah.
And I'm the Tronist. And
Haha.
you get it.
You've been
So,
practicing the
yeah.
keys too, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's like drumming in your head, and it is like drumming. And we're back. We're trying to make this. We're trying to make this premium, guys, because we got some plans. Okay, we both seen some things happen, and we both see trajectories of how things can go. Or you definitely got a plan, as you already told me in private. Um, so the Tronist, something with the keys. I'm trying to remember what we were saying. It's gonna drop
So,
a few
yeah.
times, by the way, but we're still gonna keep going. I'm gonna edit it.
So you were asking about um me dabbling around with the keys and how that came to be. So originally I was not a keyboard player. I actually, I
No.
started off as a drummer.
Yep.
I've been playing drums ever since I was a kid.
Yep.
And I've even had, a few little stints with my friends where we were kind of like trying to make a band thing happen. It never
Yeah.
really happened, but the musicianship was always there.
Yeah.
My brothers,
Yeah.
well, my older brother, he was a musician as well, and for me, that just felt like it was, you
Hmm.
know, basically in the blood. And
Yeah.
also, you would know, not really
Yeah.
trying to break the fourth wall too much,
I mean, this is my
like behind the
nephew,
veil, but
guys.
you,
This is
you
my
were there,
nephew. I've seen him grow
and
up.
yeah, this is my uncle right here, but you were there, and
Yep.
because we used to have the studio,
Yeah, remember that
and
shit? We still got fire.
having that
We still got
back in
fire.
the day,
We still got fire.
that's not really shit that a lot of kids my age, like at the time, get to grow up with and experience.
Yeah,
So,
no, you saw me
um,
firsthand. Struggling, dude, make it work. You saw
in a
me
way,
firsthand.
seeing you do that was kind of like, I mean, it kind of already like set me up in a
Perseverance.
way to have that mindset for what like an aspiring artist would do, is set up the foam in their closet and gut it out and then make a studio, buy the mic, like learn how to use the DAWs, all of that shit.
Yes. How to
And it's
clean it
funny
up.
because, had I never been introduced to that aspect of it, which is basically just music production in general,
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
you, I probably would have not like
You may have not
dived
went
into
this
it the way that I
direction.
have.
You'd have had a nice career though, I think. I think you'd had a nice career, nice paying career. I mean, you still can while you're doing this. You know, that's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you can really. I mean, because to me, the way I've seen you grow up, the mentality I've seen you kind of cultivate as you grew up, even with all the drama and the dumb, that you had to. You just you just had this. There was something in you. You had a flame in you to do something and do something big. And it just kind of came to fruition. It started with like Guitar Hero. I mean, when you was real little and you
Oh
fucking
yeah.
were pro on Guitar Hero. He was like, I was like, God dang! It was nothing to you. You picked it and you picked it up like that. That was the first sign that I remember that I was like, oh man, Gavin's onto something. Like Gavin could do something, and now you figuring something out with Instagram. Is it mainly Instagram, or you repurpose your content for your shows, for the funnels and all that?
I would say it's a mix of both actually,
Yeah,
because what was happening at the time was that my original page, what is now known on Instagram, which you can follow me at,
I'm on it. I seen it. I
TronEST99.
saw it.
Yeah. Well, for all the people, to, putting in my plug for IG. If you want
Yeah,
to follow me,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Instagram
yeah, yeah.
as TronEST99 official,
Mm-hmm.
TronEST99 official.
We'll pop the link. We'll pop the
And
link in the description.
okay, there we go. Yeah. We So that was originally Gavtron 4000, which Gavtron was always the name that I went by for years, like as a nickname back in my hometown. It actually carried out everywhere that I went, to Florida, to out here in California. Like everyone called me that. And the funny thing is, it got to a point where I almost felt like I didn't even introduce myself as that to people. They just knew that that's. I guess it came up in conversation that people called me that, and then everyone would. So it became an everywhere thing, but I never had a problem with it.
Mm.
Me and my friends made that into a little like side gig rack rap comedy thing. Rack. Oh my god, I can't even speak English. But we turned into this little rap comedy thing, and like it was purposely meant to be as low budget as possible. And like,
Yep.
it.
Adult
The thing
Swim.
is about it
That was
is
like the
that I
seed.
still plan to make future Gavtron
Yeah.
projects. But the thing is like the Gavtron page, which on Instagram was not like a Gavtron comedy account. It was just me as a
What is
person,
the
the
main
Gavin
niche of the
Ramirez
count? You think
page.
is it the art?
So what happened basically is I had a TronEST99 page that was separate, was supposed to be separate for music. I wasn't getting any engagement on it because like I had to basically post everything that I posted on my original account to the other one. And it
You
was taxing
repurpose.
to a
Yeah,
lot
the
of the
repurpose.
people who
It is a
followed
hassle.
those
Yeah,
pages
I have to do it
to
still.
have to like the same thing that they're seeing twice on their feed. And not even just that, but I mean, just simply people weren't following the page. So I just went ahead and decided to delete the TronEST99 page and then just, yeah, like you said, resurface my
Yes.
original.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because I already had like cultivated a lot of followers just under my personal page.
Yeah.
And I figured, since I'm already cultivating so many people through the personal page more than the art, I might as well just force the art into it
Yeah.
and make it to where
It's so
people have to recognize
you
the
love
brand for
doing
what it
it.
is if they're following the main
You don't need
page.
AI. You
No,
love
I mean,
doing
fuck
it.
AI.
You don't need it.
No, here's the thing. I mean, I understand AI may be able to always do things better than humans ever can, but I
Yeah.
don't think that. I don't. It depends on how you look at it. I
It
personally
is.
think it
It's
doesn't
very
at all.
dynamic. Very
I
dynamic.
think I think it doesn't make anything more perfect. I think it makes things worse because it's
There
too
is a
polished. And
window. I
I
here's what I
I
believe.
personally feel that
There's a
what a
window.
human person can convey through their art
Mm.
specifically can never be replicated because
There needs to be original
we're
stuff.
meat puppets with
Yeah,
consciousness, and
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
lot more valuable
It is.
to
It
me
is.
than an artificial anything. You
Yeah,
know.
well, yeah, you don't want to be fake. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if people that don't use it and the people that do, there is a disadvantage. But you know what? I do agree because I I think, and I actually believe more so. I believe to some degree there's a window closing with it if people first movers don't move with it. And that brings me to the what's what it's been happening with us recently. This is recent, okay? We've been using an AI tool called Opus Clips. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. Have you heard of Opus
I
Clips?
seen you message me about it earlier.
Dude, you have the content. You if you repurpose it through it, dude, it knows how to like psychologically suck in followers and subscribers. Uncle T, he's at 18. He's almost at 1830 subscribers. They just keep coming up, up, up. It's just multiples in a day. That's a big deal for him with the gaming niche.
Hmm.
I couldn't find your TronEST because I wanted to put it through that, but we didn't plug up. Remember when you visited us and you did the metal slug with us? I wanted
Yeah.
to get that in there so I can push back to you.
Right.
Also, you like
Yeah.
really amplify what you got building right here, you know? And that's why I want to do this call with you. That's why I want to do this call with you. Because content is king. Obviously, you know that because you post in the content. The content with the
I have a
art.
lot
I
of people that
love the
help me
art
though with that.
content. When you real
I
fast
do
draw
have a
on a
crew.
makeup,
That's the thing. I What's up?
when you draw the makeup real fast, that shit was highly engaging because
Oh yeah, no, everyone, dude. I had
they
people at
love it,
work. I had
dude.
people everywhere.
And I
People at
saw
the
it.
grocery store.
It was like 55 plus ish
The crazy thing is, no,
engagement.
there is real engagement. I'm
I
not
see
just
it.
blowing smoke up
No, it's
my or
real.
your
No,
ass.
it's you got real
Like
engagement.
straight up, no, like real example, dude. And this was like the one thing that kind of like made me feel established as an actual performer. Like I realized, like I perform multiple times a week, every week, and have been for the past like 7 months now.
Mm.
And
You
me and my
see,
friends,
you're
some of
reaping
the
the
other
rewards
musicians
now,
after the show
man.
were
Consistency,
talking. We just
man.
came
You're
to this
reaping the rewards.
Yeah, we came to this realization that we're
That's
like legitimate performers. Like we're full
mm,
time performers. That's what we do.
yep.
It's a part of my life. And the thing is that's crazy about it is we did the LA Open last Wednesday, and the
Nice.
host Jack, he was like, he did the introduction, let everyone know I'm a staple at the LA Open. Like I'm one of the and I don't try to put myself in that place. I love that they tell me that. They were like, you come in for free, like you don't ever pay,
Mhm.
like stuff like that. Like I make like real
They
connections with
saw, see the
everybody, and I
connections
believe
you
that.
made. They seen what we already seen. What me and Uncle T seen. Well, and the rest of the
Well,
family, obviously, we seen
what
it, dude. This thing in you, this fire. You had a fire in you at a young age. You just had this
what
fire.
really got me was at the LA Open. Jack was introducing me, and he said, everybody raise your hand. How many people in here have at least came across this dude, seen him, or know who he is? And like fucking half, more than half of the fucking venue. There's deep in there,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's a big venue. It's one of the biggest, open mic venues that any organization books out in the Los Angeles area. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I don't know. It's just surprising so many people that raised their hands, and a lot of them, a lot of faces I did know, obviously, and a confirmation of all of the connections I really did make, but also there's a lot of people I did not know who raised
You
their
got
hands.
strangers out there loving you, man. I know
And
it.
that was the thing that really got me.
It's
And whenever I
powerful.
go
It's
to shows, a
powerful,
lot of the
dude.
time now,
It's powerful.
people say things like, "Oh, I've heard your anxiety song, dude. Like, I can't find it anywhere. Have you dropped it? But I've seen snippets and like, or like, dude, I've seen your shit. I've seen you.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. That shit's sick.
Do
Like, it's
you have a
crazy."
direct to sale link?
And
Do you have a
what's up?
direct to sale link album for the album, or anything? Because I know they're doing that now too. With the direct to consumer, something that Curtis King
Um,
was talking about.
I didn't have that in my
I
plans
I
necessarily.
know I know the tickets thing was something there. That was, to me, that was like, okay, now it's something more, steam's blowing. You already
Yeah.
had the following. Now you just had to plug it up, and it's gonna evolve. I know, it's
Yeah.
gonna evolve to other things, and it's gonna, it's, I just know you're on for the roller coaster that it is. I know you're on that route, and it feels good. It feels good to see that you found your way. Really, and it's not easy. It takes struggle to have like drive, to not struggle so hard.
To be honest
It's
with
like you
you, it
need
was
struggle to
from
drive yourself.
well,
Especially.
the thing is like last year was one of my hardest years emotionally, financially,
Yep,
mentally,
I get
and
it.
I
Yep.
like kind of had this moment where I broke, and the break was actually the best thing that happened because the break was like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect, and I
No,
haven't,
nobody's
I've,
perfect. Nobody's
I've
perfect.
covered all my habits, and I don't
We're
ever,
human. We're only human. We're flawed.
I still eat my fast food, and I still fucking, make poor money making decisions, like poor money spending decisions,
Sometimes I do that
all
too.
that, all that shit. But,
I think we all
but
do. Impulse buying. We'll just get to an impulse
that's
buy.
what it really is. It's like
Yeah.
I cannot go through a full day. I know this is some first world shit.
Yeah.
I cannot go through a single day without at least going to a gas station to get something.
People love to buy, man. That's marketing.
Like I
People love to
want
buy,
at
bro.
least something. I just want to go out, and
Yeah.
I went out to
I want
the
to spend my
Seven
money
Eleven
on
earlier,
something.
and I got me, what was it? There's a new flavor of Lay's. It was steak flavored Lay's, like Armenian style steak with chimichurri Lay's.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds fucking good. I've never seen that. And of course, my ass bought it. And I'm not gonna lie, those chips were fire. They were so good. I actually wanted to get another bag. I
Be
never even eat
careful, but
chips.
brother. I know or Neff, because I know. How old are you now? You said you're 26, 27.
And we're back again.
It's gonna crash a bunch of times. I don't give a
It's
shit.
okay. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
because
I was gonna
it's
say, I know
about
what you do.
content anyway. I already know what I'm gonna do. I have a vision. I
You
know
haven't
you see you,
broke
but
up
I know you
anyways.
see your uncle doing some shit. I know you see me
Oh no,
too.
I know.
Hey, I'm growing, bro. Just like you, we're growing the fucking together. We meant it, man. You know what? You know what drove me? The whole doomsday with Kamala shit, bullshit, Trump. I wanted to
Yeah.
launch before that election, and then it just built this fucking momentum wave. Just so we're experiencing two different kind of momentum waves, and it's like, man, I understand though, because you grew up around me trying so hard, and I had a lot of perseverance for as fucked up as I was then. Pardon my language, and I'm just glad I put the alcohol down, guys. If you're on a sauce, put that down. You don't need it. No, 2 beers, you're done. That's it. You don't need to be an alcoholic. It's slowing you
No,
down.
it's true. It's
You know,
true.
it slowed me down for
I'm not saying the
decades and some
TronEST
change.
doesn't
Yeah.
have fun sometimes,
No,
but
I
I will
mean,
say it's not a thing that I never am like I have to drink, or
no.
like drinking is not in any way associated with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
music or the performing or anything to do with producing it.
Do you remember
The only
me
time
though?
drinking is associated with it is
Yeah.
if I'm invited to an after
Yeah.
party
Do you
after the
remember
show.
how I
So
processed? Remember when you would witness me back when you were young and I would have 240s? I would
yeah,
remember I'd have the 240s and then I'd kind of just start losing control. Even though I'd be funny at first, and then
yeah,
I start losing control, and it
hmm
happened so much. So it was like you clearly saw that data. It's like, yeah, don't do that, and I had
I've done a couple.
potential. I did. I really did. I made it about the money. That's where I messed up. I really believe I made, but then it turned into something else because I bought courses on how to market and sell beats and shit and build a list. And
Mhm.
it just, that's basically what you're doing on social anyway. It's the same thing. Group chats is like free hosting email marketing kind of, but it's chats. That's basically what it is. It's all free. Like there's free ways to do it, man. I got a friend of mine. She's an organic super affiliate. Doesn't know any tech. She has multiple highly engaged group chats on Facebook, and she's just so good with her content. She just does written word. You never see her face. She's that good. It could be an AI. I've thought of that. I thought of
Yeah.
that. It could be an AI because they got all that shit. But I made friends with this. If it is an AI, whatever it is, it helped me. Being associated with the person I've never seen and how good the content was, they taught me something, dude. Like it became a part of me. Like how I go about my social media and all. As far as because I'm a
Well,
Facebook written word
like a
kind of
big
guy.
thing I say, it's like don't sharpen your blade too much; it'll just
Yeah.
wear away.
Right, right, right. Well, I was reading a book from Dan Henry, and he talks about uh like doing how the way he does it. He's got growth content, nurture content, conversion content sequence. He talks about doing a 30-day no follow. Oh, that's the name of the book. It was a 30-day no follow challenge. I wrote it on my whiteboard. That's what's always on my whiteboard because that I know is the blueprint. He talks about the ingredients to having content pop off is having conflict, controversy, curiosity, contrast for growth content for people in my niche and other similar niches. It's not always the case because I know it's a very dynamic thing depending on the niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have that there because I know that's the blueprint, and I have to do these other motions so that it can chronologically build up to this. Even though now I'm kind of entering into it with the Opus Clips tool I told you about, it's like speeding the
Right.
process for me. But if I create these content styles and throw it in that AI tool, it should be game over for growing my subscribers on there as opposed to the email customer list. You know what I mean?
hmm
So it's
Right.
like
Right.
I'm thinking on that cloud too with you. It's not always great days. Sometimes I feel like shit. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like you
Same.
gotta pray. It's like you gotta kneel on your knees. Well, I do at least. You gotta kneel, get on your knees and pray, and just like I'll usually envision some dude that looks like Jesus Christ. Lord forbid I say his name. And he's like doing this with his hand over my head while I'm praying. Like I just envision him like just there, like just trying to heal me. And I'll calm down from the anxiety attacks because that shit's real. Those anxiety attacks.
Oh
You feel
yeah,
like you're
for
dying.
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
trying
No,
not
I
to say the
know.
F bomb so much. Sorry, guys. Mama Mickey, you know, Mama Mickey's trying to get me to not say, you know. But yeah, this has been a great call, dude. People are gonna get a lot out of this. They are. They've been from the last few months of it. I think that's why I made that $300 sale. I think that was. I honestly think it could have been the buyers list, but I think it was. I think it was the mix. I was emailing my buyers to the YouTube link and the direct link. The dude was a beast. I went through his whole course. He mean what he said in his course, dude. And he was like rotating the $300 offer to the $17 offer. I was noticing how he did that. I'm like, I gotta do that. Like, how does he do that? I need to buy, like, invest with the guy to see how he does that. That way when I do promos, I'm just making thousands and thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Instead of like
Yeah.
$20 sales and shit. You know what I mean? Or $50
Yeah, I am
sales.
definitely at a point where, for me and what I'm doing. I mean, I do have a whole crew of people. Like,
Well, it's your
I do
network.
Obi.
Yeah, it's your
Um,
network. Your network
Obi's
is your net
definitely
worth.
one of the
Very
main
true.
guys who's a main collaborator for all my content that gets posted. Like, especially in recent memory, like everything that I have that's been going up on my page in the last like few weeks has been all mainly Obi and his recordings and the shit that he gets from me when he's running his events. And so he's like a real class act guy, and he actually comes through for all the. He's an artist himself too, but also comes through for all the other artists because we legitimately like give a fuck
Man,
too. We all know a lot of each other's songs
I
and we all sing each
wanna.
other's songs, and it's like it's a very community based organization. But the thing is that he's been really like kind of punching, not punching, that's the wrong way to say it, but like chopping down on me a little bit about like how I got. Sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say like he'll be asking like you do all the art and the paint and the the music itself too, and like all that's your own writing and everything, like, and you do digital art and graphic design, like, and you paint pictures, and I'm like and you draw, and I'm like, yeah, and you're an
And you're
animator, and yeah,
left-handed.
and I'm like, and
That's
I
that.
and the
If
thing
you
he's
do the
like telling
science
me
on
stuff like,
left-handed
dude, he was like,
people,
you got like 10 or 12 different ideas for
yeah.
like side hustles, which by the way, this is not a plug to anyone who will eventually be watching this, or even to you at all, because I
No,
know
not
that
at
y'all
all. I
have
just
y'all.
want to give
So,
value.
not asking for anything,
It's
and I'm
about
not
value,
at all.
baby. About
I'm just
value.
saying that. So today was an interesting day, and I'm totally fine with letting this in the interview because
Yep.
it wasn't anything that was expected, and I'm definitely gonna have a new source of income by the next week. I know I can easily go out and find a network with some bosses that will actually like me, and
Yeah.
that can have some legitimate connection with. So that's what
Well,
I'm going to
you've
go and try and
cultivated
do. But
charismatic ways about
I
you. You know.
me and my friends, we've been going through this thing. A lot of us, and Obi, he kind of just does his own. He makes a lot of money off of the side hustles, and I'm trying
Hmm.
to learn how to do that more because I just want
That's
to
how
be a
you
full
do
time
it.
performer. I don't want to do the 9 to 5.
Yup.
Today specifically, for all the
Hmm.
people that are being watching,
They will be.
I had one of those days. um, I've been at this place that I was working at, restaurant, for almost 3 years now, and today was one of those days. I had enough, and I unfortunately didn't have anything lined up, and I didn't want to go down this route in any way. But it's been really rough. They've been stacking a lot of work on me recently, and I ended up quitting today. I
Mm.
couldn't do it anymore. It was too much, and I you know
So how many?
in a
So what
weird
would the
way.
metric have to be to stabilize if you didn't have to, just get a 9 to 5 to hold off till you get it to critical mass?
That's the thing. That's what I'd have to figure out because I don't. I assume I'd have to have multiple forms of income coming in from different things that I'm doing in order for it to accumulate to enough for me to make rent and everything. And
Yeah.
I definitely can. It just depends on what I can do. And now I do know one thing. I've already had people already hit me up asking if I sell beats, and I just told them yes, even though I,
You
you
could do a
know,
beat pack. You got
yeah,
it. You got it. I think you have enough influence to do beat packs.
yeah.
I think you
So
should probably do that. Like how you do it. They love your beat, and they're simple, and I love them, dude. I love the simplicity of them. Like I love how it feels. It brings back the '80s for me, how
mhm.
you do it, but the vocoder just like sets it off to a new level when you do the vocoding. You
That's the
know.
thing, is that a lot of people have told me, and I take all constructive criticism, but I don't always take the criticism as constructive.
Yeah.
Not because I don't think it's in the heart of being constructive.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not coming. It's not that I don't think it's coming from that place of wanting to help.
Yeah.
But what people don't get is that it's not, the art is not for them.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
for them
Hey, look,
to
I admit it wasn't for me.
interpret,
Selling beats
but
wasn't for me.
it's my art that is personal to me, that
Yep.
I'm being
Yep.
vulnerable enough to share with the world,
Yep.
and the way that it is exactly how I want it.
Hmm.
And another thing, like with the beats, because I've had people tell me, well, not people, I've actually only had one person tell me, and I think maybe they were probably the only one being honest. But he was like, your beats are kind of airy, and
I
I
like.
told him I know what he means,
I
and I
mean, I
told him that I
I
don't
get the
care.
simplicity of what he
I
means in that regard, but that's just one
He said I
critic
should use
there.
more
But I know what
samples.
you're saying. You got to take feedback and then think and really ponder it in a critical way. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Is like, his thing was more like you need to add more samples, and I was like, I
You
mean,
can
I'm
you
like, I
can
do. Not that I won't ever dive into him. I'm not against him, and I told him that. I was like, but I have this big thing where I'm very, very tied to making everything organically myself, and it not having to come from any outside influence. Like I want
yeah,
all original sound,
yeah,
all original work, all me.
and that's what you've been
And
doing. Yeah, that's what you've been
yeah,
doing from jump.
and that's the thing. Everything that I do is legitimately from myself. It's not
Yeah,
like ripped off of others. Now, like, don't get me wrong, there's influences that go into the things that become my full package,
Yeah.
but it's my thing. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, it's like people know who Jeff Hardy is, but it takes people a minute to put the two and two together with the glove and the eye
Yeah.
on my eyeball. It's not my trademark. Jeff Hardy did that
Yeah.
first. But
Mimic.
I was always a Jeff Hardy fan growing up. I won the third place prize at the state art competition with the Bray Wyatt painting, the one that's sitting in your dad's room with
Yeah,
him upside
you
down.
should. Yeah, it looks like a shrine in
Yeah,
there.
that's the same guy where this glove comes from. I was always following his career. He died young. One of my favorite wrestlers. One of my favorite like uh, conceptual artists in a way because he was more than a wrestler to me. And and then I wanted to tie all the things that I was interested in with all the people that I love, with all the things that have broken me, not even broken, but shaped me into who I and what I am. Like my brother's death, which I'm
Yeah.
very open about.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, obviously, for all the people watching, I had to wear something to bring the cadence of the Tron character to you
Yeah.
guys so that wouldn't be lost on y'all. So this is the Joey glove right here. And the idea of the half painted thing means multiple things. A lot of it has to do with my internal feelings of feeling like I always say I'm living a pirate's life and I'm living like a zombie at times, but
Yeah.
at the same time I'm like zombieing my way through shit trying to kick ass. And that's kind of where that comes from, but also at the same time that's why the looks are so morbid to
Hmm.
begin with. It's not demonic, it's not satanic, it's actually literally a love letter to my brother, all of it. It's about the pain. That's the reason why the faces are so morbid and the reason why the words sound so dark. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to be able to encapsulate like the real truth, rough and rugged feelings that I truly have inside because I'm a human being and I wanted to display my art in a way where I can be honest and there's no way that anyone can really slap a negative or positive connotation on it. It just is what it is. And like so basically I like presenting art in a way that has a dark cover, but in truth actually is either messages of positivity or um how do I really say it? It's usually about like basically making a song that's about something either positive or something that's actually loving, something that's uplifting in a certain way. But shielding it in, the thing that we always shield as people, which is our pain. So instead of talking about the good things in life or talking about even the bad things in life, trying to pretend like I need to make a happy song in order to, meet a certain demographic. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I think my whole idea of art is freedom of expression and, like bringing something to the table that when people see what I'm doing, I want more people when they go up on stage after me, I want them to dance more. I
Hmm.
want, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because
You still
I
know how
will
to
say,
dance. You still know how to
I don't,
dance.
I don't at all think like in an egotistical way about
I
this
know
stuff.
that,
I'm
but you
very, very
do. You know how
objective
to
about it,
dance.
and I just go and do my thing.
You
But
think, dude?
there are times where I wonder if, like, me having my energy there.
Yeah.
I'm very open with people when I talk to them. I'm very like
You got
honest. I'll tell
moves.
them like some fucked up shit in my day, and like that's actually how I make connections is by just being like, when people ask me how my day is and they're just getting to know me at the show, I'm like, dude, fucking missed the bus, man. It's like how it is. Like they fucking went in the opposite direction, and it's like in a weird way when you get a little open with people, even about the bad shit, they're kind of like, oh, it's okay. Like he's cool and like it's like there's kind of like a deeper connection that's already there from the get-go because I'm telling you like some personal shit about my life and that's actually been the thing that's helped at, like getting to know all these people and then like seeing them after talking about some deep shit, seeing them on social media, seeing them on threads saying things like, man, I've really made friends now. I try to stay up to date. I try to be consistent now.
But
I
you are.
comment on everyone's shit that I support. I'll say things like, hey man, it was nice meeting you, like thank you for being
You
so
have to
open, man.
engage. You have to engage your audience.
But the thing
Yeah.
is that it's real.
That's
That's the
real.
thing that
Yeah,
people don't
that's
understand
what
is
reciprocates
that
them
the
back to
reason
you.
why it's working is because it's real connections and these people actually give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's also the law of reciprocity too, because you're
Exactly.
engaging with them in a meaningful way.
That's what I mean. That's actually a good way to put it because I
That's what
never
it
really
is.
like
It's
had words to put it. I wanted to because I'm
it's
always
called
like
emotional
trying.
equity.
Well, because I'm always trying to find a way to say it's not transactional, but I know there's transaction involved. But you
It
saying
don't
it's
have to be money
it's
though.
reciprocate.
Yeah, it
It's
don't have to
not
be
though.
money.
Well, when I
Absolutely.
say transaction, I don't mean money. I just
Yeah,
mean
it
transactional.
could be barters. It could
Like
be like you do a favor for me, I'll help you this way,
no, yeah,
and
that's what
you
I mean. And
compliment
I
your
guess
circles to
that's
compliment you. You know your
right.
circles to
Like
compliment you.
that's just a good way that you put it right there
Well, that's
because
how it is with my JV
reciprocation.
newsletters
Right.
because I have affiliates, and it's the similar concept with what you're doing. In a sense of it's real connections. You talk to them, you communicate with them, you show them, hey, look, this is what I got going on. What do you think? And
And the
they
truth
feeling
is
it,
that there's
you
actually
know.
a lot of people. What you realize is when you get into good communities
Yes,
that are actually helping you chase like a common goal that you all have in mind. What you realize is that it's funny because good people are really a dime a dozen, and this is why. Because you realize that the people that go the extra mile to go and help you try to promote your shit in the way that you will them, you notice that the way that you might go and try to help other people, it is very, very rare to find that in
yeah.
most people in general, like just general people. So whenever you meet people that are like going out of their way to help uplift shit that you've done, that's not even like solely their work,
Law of
because they just want
reciprocity.
you to be able to chase the same vision that they have
Hit them
either reached
back.
or are
They
reaching.
hit me.
It's
I hit
it's
them
it's
back.
yeah, it's very how do I say it? Whenever it's like that, I mean, it's just so much more real. It's so
Yeah,
much more
it is.
because the thing is like you're actually fucking with people that you want to hang out with if you actually see them at the
I
venue
want to go
and
to.
stuff.
I want to go to where they live. They live in England. Most of them. They're across the
Right.
pond, man.
That's what I'm saying,
Fuck.
dude. Me and the artist, like the organizer from the fucking the Dark Side events,
Yeah,
the one we're doing in the
y'all
parking
right
lots and
there.
shit.
Yeah, y'all right there.
Dude, we were like talking and shit, and they're so open. This is what I was gonna say is that
Uh,
when you meet people like this in these communities, it's funny because you realize that like good people are a dime a dozen because whenever they do things that you think normal people would do,
yeah.
that are in just your regular living communities, maybe it's not about your career, just living.
Mhm.
You realize like, man, like a lot of people don't act like this. Like they're like these people are more real than some of the people that you always thought were your realest
Mhm.
people. And what I'm saying is like little things. I go to a show and all the people there are like, bro, like we're so sorry we missed your birthday, which I don't fucking care. Like that they
Yeah,
did, but
I knew that. I knew
everybody
this.
there is like, we're so
Yeah.
sorry you missed your birthday. I'm like, dude, everyone's telling me sorry that they didn't come to my birthday show, and they're like,
I
that's
don't
the kind
think
of
I
people
said
we are,
happy
man.
birthday because I know you. I know you don't
Well,
really care because you know
that's the
we gonna
thing.
make
That's the
up for it
thing.
in a better way. You know,
Well, the thing is like I said,
it's another day to me.
I was like, everyone's apologizing to me, and
Yeah, like
then
stop.
my dude was like, that's just the kind of people we are. And I guess what I'm trying to say is like it was such a simplistic interaction, but just like that thing right there, and then
Yeah,
seeing the way that they are with helping me pull my shit up, and everyone's help. Yeah, whenever you have someone that shows legitimate support, or they do things that you consider like, wow, that's like something a good person would fucking do. Like they went out of their way to promote my shit, and it's like it's funny because the thing that I have found, it's almost like it's this undiscovered part of interaction in life.
yes,
Like that's what happened with
yes.
me
You hit that,
recently.
man.
I'm like,
Yes,
wow. I'm like, there are actually people that do actually fucking care.
yeah. It's
Like
a
they
brave new
really do.
world in different ways. It's dynamic,
Yeah,
baby. It's
and it's
dynamic.
weird. It's like, wow, man. There are
It's
people that like
crazy.
listen
It's
and they're
conditioning.
looking.
It's conditioning.
Yeah.
My mentor tells me this. The one that's doing very well, obviously. He talks about conditioning. It's the simplest thing to talk about. You know, how people work the 9 to 5, get the good paying job, to do all these things and all. Oh, don't pursue music. That's a pipe dream.
Yep. That's what everyone
That's a
tells me.
pipe dream.
Everyone who
And
isn't a performer, they're like they're
and
like
I
they always say, well, how many people are trying to do that?
yeah,
And
and
I'm
I
like,
know where I failed, and I see where you succeed. But I still know I'm very good at it, but I choose not to go that direction. But it did turn to something else. It was that turned into that, and then I learned it, and here we are. I was like,
I mean, did you?
it
I mean,
worked
I
out.
couldn't have told you that 10 years ago that like I thought I was gonna be TronEST99 with a half painted, persona,
Mhm.
and like that was gonna be something that meant something in my music, and like because I want the one thing I want to be clear is this isn't like people have tried to make it sound like not everyone people that are like disconnected from what I'm really doing, but know me.
Yeah.
coworkers, maybe just peers that
Yeah.
are around,
Mhm.
acquaintances, shit like that. People will say things like when are you gonna stop? Like when are your performances gonna like like slow down and stuff? And I'm like they're never.
Never.
And I'm like they're never
It's
gonna
just
slow
gonna
down. I'm
get
like now that I'm
bigger
into
as
this, I'm
as
like
you
this is
connect.
forever, man.
I
Until I drop
believe
dead. Like
that's just my belief. I believe it's just gonna get bigger events. The events are gonna
well,
get bigger.
that's what
Yeah.
I think too. Because this is my
Because you're
next
not
goal.
you're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, sign me to a label. Oh yeah, you can have all my
No,
shit. I already know you're smarter
no,
than that. You know,
no. I don't even care about none of that. I
you're
just want to
you.
be able to.
You're
All
everything.
I care about is having shows, meeting people, and having good times with those people that I meet, and building connections with
That's
every
what
single person, and building a broader
the network
fucking
matters,
bandwidth of
man.
people.
The
That's
right
all I
network,
care
the
about.
right
It's about having
community.
fun and
Yes.
doing it,
Mhm.
and enjoying the ride, and
Yep. And we all
accepting the
do, man.
struggles.
It's like they do.
That's
They do it.
all.
They're winning. I'm winning. The customers are winning when they get the product, the good shit.
Yeah. So
Nowadays, I
who's
could
not
say
happy,
now I
dude?
could say that these days with me. The first one, I was like, iffy. These new
And that's
ones,
it's a
I
good
got
place
they
to be
back,
in your
dude.
life, man. It really is. Like what I was gonna say is that me and all the artists, we'll
Yeah,
talk a lot.
yeah.
We've been on this
Sorry
whole
about that.
thing where we're just like, we want our 9 to 5 jobs. This one that we have, like literally now,
Nice.
want this one to be our last, and like we don't think it will be. We're just, you know, as artists, as performers, because like me and Malik were talking about this. Like he did his first time doing 3 performances in one week, and I've done that quite a few times this year. And I told him, I was like, it feels good, doesn't it? And he was like, dude, I feel like a real performer. I was like, yeah. I was like, I remember the first time I had 3 performances in one week. I did 2 open mics. And then the last show of the week was my first showcase where my name was actually on a poster for the first time. And like, I was like so stoked.
Yeah, you see
And
this right here? You know what it says?
I'm a leader.
Because we are.
Yeah.
We figuring it out.
I,
Keep going.
I just,
Sorry.
we were talking about just wanting to leave our 9 to 5 so bad. Obi was telling us, he was like, the reason why I promote you guys so badly is because I know that all of you guys are like so talented, dude, and I know that you guys are working these shitty 9 to 5 jobs that y'all fucking hate, and I know that y'all just want to be able to break out and do this shit more full time, and at least make something off of it, even if it's not a lot, just something to know that you're getting something back off of something you legitimately created, and like the thing is, I have a goal that I have in mind. I already know what I want next as the next step. It's not about money. It's not about none of that. It's just about
Never
the
make it
next
about the
strategical
money.
step,
That was the
which
lesson I
is,
learned. Yeah.
it's not, yeah, it's all what my next step is. I just want to eventually start getting booked for shows that are in different cities and different states in the
Yeah,
country.
yeah, yeah. Get like go on
Even if
tour,
it's
do a tour.
indie
Yeah, I know
as
what you
fuck, I
mean.
don't care how small a time it is. I don't care if
Yep.
it's an open mic and I'm just visiting.
It's experience,
Anything,
man. You got to put in the
anything.
reps to see the
Like
output.
that's where I've been. Like I've been so hungry, dude. Every
Me
show
too,
that
man. Me
anyone's
too.
like
I
posting,
I'm right
little
there
thing,
with
I
you,
got a
buddy.
show on this date, show on this date. I don't even know if I can get all the days off. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
wow, I'm booking a lot of shows for myself,
yeah.
and I'll just be like, book me. Like I don't even think about it. Sometimes it'll be like $25 to perform. I'm instantly paid. Book me.
That's not a
I'm
lot.
like, yeah, no, I don't care. Like I'm
Yeah, I'm the
like,
same way.
here's the thing.
I'm the
I'm
same
in
way.
this whole fucking place in my life. There's been some quotes I've kept myself all year.
Yeah, go
One of
with it.
them is
Hit.
all gas, no brakes. And another one is, I don't remember what the other one is, but there's been quotes I've been carrying myself and they've been really helped me get through. But what I will say is like I've been in this mindset with like I never really I used to really have envy for people that were just hungry and went for everything that they could go for to get more exposure for themselves. And now I'm just at that place. So many broken up phone calls we had to do.
No,
Like they all
I already
lasted
know.
like,
I already, you know, we might as well cut it short. Um, So I'm gonna
yeah.
do a CTA. I'm gonna drive my audience. We ain't nobody trying to buy nothing. And if y'all do, thanks. But anyhow, that's if you're even in this area currently. But anyhow, I'm gonna have links to his Instagram. It'll be in the description area, guys. It's what is it again? You could say it again, but they're gonna have it. I'm gonna link it also in the description when I do my
So you
most
can find me
shows.
on Instagram at
Hmm.
TronEST99 official. That's going to be TronEST99 official.
Hmm.
It is spelled as TronEST99 official, but it is not TronEST99. It is TronEst99, the Trons of the Trons.
And that's it. And he's
And
gonna
that's
make sure
it.
I get it right too, and we're gonna test it. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Being the marketer. as the books are giving away in the background.
Yeah.
Dude, you know that whole reading rainbow thing? I used to be depressed when I was in Village Square when we was in a poor white ghetto. Reading
Yeah.
rainbow commercial or the show would come on, reading rainbow, and I'm like, man, they were right. Like read a fucking book. Your life will
Yeah.
change if it's the right book, not no
Yeah.
brain rot book. You know what I mean? Like I could tell you, dude, that the $100 million offers, the $100 million leads, kinda. The book that got me the most. Hey, this guy right here, this dude put me on game, and
Okay.
he's a dick, but he's like one of those good dicks. That's like, what are you doing? That kind of shit, you know. And
Yeah.
and I love it. I love it. That's the kind of mentor I want. He wanted when I got on his list. He wanted 15,000 to work with him. And guess what? Had I had 15,000 disposable, I'd have been hitting the man up. Yeah, I was like, Leo, I got these
Right.
offers. I'm working with these JVs. What can I do? He'll look at the offer. I would think about that because he has segments like that on YouTube. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. He has people call in about their business. And dude, I'll watch the fuck out of it. And I'm like, that's me. That's me. He'd be having people come in that are like in my position. And he's like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? I wouldn't say this. This is conveying this. You got to split test this. And I'm like, this dude's a monster. And he kind of like, I don't know, I resonate with him. Kind of looks like we could be related. When his hair grows out. It gets
Yeah.
curls like yours. Yeah, man, he's blunt. This is a blunt motherfucker, dude. And he I want to be coached by him. Like I want to pay like 20 G's kind of coaching. Cuz I know I would leave with fucking $1 million worth of knowledge. What would he would teach
Well, it
me?
takes
You know
money
what I
to
mean?
make money, as
But
they
I got to
say,
build
and
myself up
experience.
first. Make sure it's disposable, not like my life savings.
Of course. Yeah.
But
Hey, I
anyhow,
mean,
ran over.
hey, content is more than what is on the computer screen, you
Yep.
guys. Just know that.
Yep.
Content is literally how you live your life. That's what people usually
Yeah.
get lost.
Mm.
That's where people get lost. And that's something I had to realize is like, dude, like it's about the YouTube videos you watch. It's
Yeah.
literally about like it's everything.
Yeah.
Like, if you see your algorithm is pushing in a really negative direction,
It's
doesn't
cuz
mean you can't.
it's yeah.
Like, look, I have times where I'll get manosphere videos and I'm
Yeah.
like past that shit in my
Yeah.
life,
Yeah, I
but
hear
I'll
you.
still watch
I
it
actually am
because
too, to a degree. Yeah,
it's funny.
I am too.
I'll still watch it sometimes
Yeah,
because I'm interested to know what other men
I
are
don't
going
agree with
through.
all of it. I don't.
I
There
don't
are
either.
there are
I
some
don't either.
things that you do
There's
resonate with, but it's like I don't
misogynistic.
agree with all of it. You know?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of misogyny that's involved in a lot of those
Yeah,
manosphere videos too. A lot of them are just
yeah.
women hating
I
and they
do
don't
see
realize
it.
it.
I do see it. You know,
Like a lot of it's just they just hate on women and shit, and they don't realize that it's them who are the
I've
problem, and they
seen
just don't.
certain aspects where I've seen the woman getting the guy. You know, like a certain podcast. I don't want to name podcast. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this woman made a point. They had this one chick. She was talking about a woman being in the soil, and she articulated in such a way she kind of had the guy's lunch. And it was
Mm.
a known podcast, you know. And I was like, this woman, she got him. And then it was like most of the time he would get them, you know. But I
Mm.
still watch it from time to time. I don't like watch like they'll have something where they have a bunch of women on and they'll talk to them about because like it'd be like the ones that are like doing OnlyFans and shit, like women like that and
Yeah,
all.
I see
And
that. I don't really watch those. Like
I
that, I
don't
stay
really
away
do
from,
either. I'll
honestly.
catch like a clip of it, and then I'll see the dynamic they talking about how women will think because they'll pull it up and make the point, and there's
Yeah.
oh, but it's okay for this, this, and this, but you want this, and it's double standard, blah
Yeah.
blah blah, you know. And I'm like, he made a point, you know,
Well, yeah, they're
but I don't
making
agree with
points, but
everything.
okay. Here's the thing, though. Those are all just trash, fucking brain rot, fucking
Yeah,
podcasts all the
yeah,
way through, because you don't. These are not regular people in real life.
right.
Yeah, these are real life people, but like this is not the general public of people. General people are normal.
Yeah, because the people they
And
have is not the
general
general public.
normal girls, like yeah, girls are into freaky shit and stuff, but like
Yeah,
there are girls just like guys
yeah,
who just like being with one person,
yeah.
and they don't
It
like to
goes both
share. They
ways.
don't not
Yeah.
into poly shit. They're not
That's
even
why I
into
don't
women
agree
just
with
like
everything they
guys.
say. And you gotta
Yeah,
understand the people they bring on, they're in different in a different setup. It's not the as you said, the everyday average public. You know
yeah,
what I
no, they're
mean?
bringing in girls
Yeah.
that they can specifically they know
Do
have
make their
opposing
argument.
viewpoints
It's the
against them.
girls that they bring in that they can make their argument. You know,
Yeah, and it's all because it's all content. It all will get eyes on the product because
it's
it's tension
controversial.
and it's
Remember
arguing
when I
and it's
told you earlier with growth content, conflict, controversy, curiosity, contrast.
no right.
That was
Exactly.
that guy I
But
showed
no,
you
what I
that
meant
book.
by
Yeah,
manosphere videos, I was talking more about like
yeah,
angry men sitting in their cars who are
yeah.
like maybe at my age
Mm,
or younger,
I passed that shit.
who are going through things that I went through in my past.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
even
yeah.
though I'm not even going through it anymore, some shit will still kind of pop up in my algorithm because it
Yeah.
used to be there. It'll linger. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll sometimes still be like, it'll be like, I'm so depressed and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go and I'll watch it just because I want to know, like, even though I might be past these issues and I might have handled certain aspects of it, I still want to know what men are going through, young men are going through today.
Yeah. What I want you guys to do, if you want to check out the TronEST, I'm saying it right. How do I say
Yeah.
it? I
TronEST99.
want you guys to check out the TronEST99. That link will be in the description on his Instagram. That's where he's been building his brand. I would assume, yes? Your brand is built on Insta?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Insta's a tough platform too. And hey, that you did it. That's congratulations in that regard, you know. Um
I had help. So,
Yeah, well, that's what it came down to, but let's not drag on because we trying to CTA.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So click the related video right there. You'll see it. It's a related video. It'll bring you to the long form right there. And after you click that video, it's just gonna bring you straight to his Instagram. Check out his work, guys. If you're in the local area, where are you at currently when you do book your shows?
Usually it's typically downtown LA, so it's gonna be anywhere in the Los Angeles
Okay.
County area,
Okay.
Burbank, LA.
I got you. And if you go follow him over there, guys, I'm sure you'll let them know if you're gonna be in certain areas. Have whoever's following you in that area, hey, come on out. Okay, so that link will be in the description. If you like this content so far, like the video, helps the channel grow tremendously. Subscribe to the channel. Tick that bell icon. You gotta understand, I grew up with this kid. He was a little bitty baby. I love to say this. I knew he had that positive savant. He wasn't no Rain Man savant. He had that savant ability. I'm not trying to blow your head and make you blush with it. And yeah, here we are today, figuring stuff out. Y'all be blessed. Thanks, Gavin, for taking this call. I got some work to do now.
All right, and I'll see you. I'll see you in the future.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Stay blessed.
Later.